and welcome to Athens, Georgia, the classic city and a classic day for college football. The atmosphere absolutely exhilarating as the Georgia Bulldogs set to tee it up at Sanford Stadium to start this season. A top 25 showdown coming up, two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Ducks will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Line gets set. First down. On the ground, it's Frazier. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. People like to say conference affiliation doesn't matter. But you get the SEC against the Big Ten, and there's no denying there's a little extra juice in the building.
Definitely extra juice. The best two conferences, the biggest conferences, Palmer. Everybody talks about these being the power brokers and deciding the future of college football. So, yes, it matters.
A lot of blue bloods in both conferences, David. You're right. I think it's something players are also very aware of, too, is having that.
And he breaks into the open. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
How many ways can I get to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert third and short from the 30? To the ground to try to move the chains. Just finds that little crevice, and he's still up. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
And this offense has really gotten to a nice rhythm here on their opening drive of the game. Running the ball, getting it down now into a goal-to-go situation. They really have established a bit of a physicality here early. Let's see if they can keep that up.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football.
Quarterback sneak for the touchdown. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Moore to the air. Makes his connection. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Power football with the run. The Ducks have a first down. The Ducks trying to win the day by running for another first down.
Run the football. It's always been the staple. We can go back as far as you want with Oregon teams. The ones that were good, they were built on the running of the football, the physicalness. Run the ball, baby.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat, and the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win, and if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room, so important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
A little screen to the running back. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Moore will throw. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball's incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Off he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he got loose, it was all over. Lining up to add another. Right down the boulevard. So a drive there of 85 yards. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Tuggle. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Georgia going up tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defensive line just stands on the result of the play. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. They move the tight end all over. The give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
You got to feel good for this kid, too. He worked so hard this past offseason to put himself in position to be the starting running back. And he's got a lot of skill, guys. He's got speed, open field running ability. I think he's going to be a big part of the offense this season.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Defense not showing press coverage. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Out of the backfield, he's open. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And a great job by the QB. Find the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Moore to the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a lot.
And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looks like he's going to try to return it. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal?
Georgia, 7.
They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Barrels ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
Georgia, 7.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to pay.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Hit the afterburners, kid. Running inside the 20. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
I love this type of play because it looks like a jet sweep. The defense, they're a bit confused pre-snap. They don't know who has the ball, and all of a sudden, that guy with his speed is in the 2nd level of the defense before the defense even knows what happened.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. A very productive play on 1st down has now set us up with his 2nd and goal.
Black 24! Black 24!
The play action fake. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. So they're on the 1-yard line. The incomplete pass on 2nd down. Maybe you just try to drive it in on the ground this time. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. All almost ready to kick it away after scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Robinson. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
That QB is lucky that ball wasn't picked. You just cannot lob the football, especially when you're throwing it down the middle of the field like that.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place trying to help their defense. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late, and as a result, it's an INT.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll line up for a second down play. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
And this is great sudden change defense right now. Of course, this drive started with their backs against the wall. They've now forced 2 straight incompletions. If they can make one more big play here and avoid giving up a touchdown, man, that is a win.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. It's good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over the Royals. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets him 30-plus. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. Pressure coming. The quarterback scrambled around, but the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They're bringing heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. Third down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Ducks! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
The score, Oregon 28, Georgia 17.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive.
Take over, 1st and 10.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. On the run, it's Frazier. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
42, Spider, go!
They run the reverse. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the 1st down.
I know that wasn't a long game, but I tell you what, when I'm a defense, there's so much motion that goes into it. And now I know you're going to hand the ball to the wide receiver and things you can do off of it. But you see, he chews up yardage really quickly. Gets an easy game. That was an effortless game. And a lot of times running backs, it's a lot harder to manufacture that kind of offense.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the quarterback was in a world of trouble there. He was under pressure. He knew he was going to get hit, so he's just trying to get rid of it, but he forced it into double coverage. He's lucky that was only an incompletion.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Back to the ground game on the left. And they did not let him get to that 1st down line. It'll bring up a call here.
3rd and short. I don't mind the play call. Running the RPO, giving the quarterback the option. Could he have pulled it and maybe made that decision a little bit different? He decided to give it to the running back. The defense was ready. Got the big stop. Forces the 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. From the shotgun, they'll run it. The Ducks will keep this drive going.
Well, there we go. We finally see some life in this offense running the football. Nice game to pick up the 1st down. Got to get more of that going moving forward because they have not run it well.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle, it's Dickey. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like...
What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Bulldogs. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they close it to a 28-24 game. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so...
He lofts one down the sideline. Makes the grab on the right. What a play there, and he's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's...
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
And I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense starting the season off with a bang.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Feeling some heat. And a sack all the way back at the 5. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Second down now after the sack. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on 3rd and short from the 21. Oh, he's looking to throw. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. I guess they're trying to send a message to start this second half, lined up for an onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense, trying to set the tone on the ground in the 3rd.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Afterburners coming. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Moore will throw. This time on target. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Ducks.
Touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Washington State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Cougs ever do that? Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on every... And that pass intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Oregon! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the inter...
Number 23.
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. And the returner goes down. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
To the air, it's Rashada. Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Good enough for a first down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Fires it. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Looking to throw it again. He slings it deep to the left. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on first down. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Another example of just really good football. This is why they built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really quiet.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth.
Really nice third down sub defense there that time. It's third and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up fourth.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Coming after him. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Ducks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six.
Georgia, 24.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing them out. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
He'll push his way out to the 38, pick up a 3.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Trying play action. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Man, the defense smells blood in the water. You can tell. They're getting to this quarterback over and over and over. They've already sacked him a couple times. They're just winning up front. They almost got another sack on that last play.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's third and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Gets it out quickly. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Here comes the offense on second down. Quarterback checking off. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. This time he's got it. Still running at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Georgia! Here comes the two-point try. Looking to throw. He's into the end zone for the 2, and he makes it a 3-possession game. After that score, they'll try to build some momentum here in the third quarter and get it back with an onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here. Lofts one high and deep. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, that one falls incomplete. That hasn't happened a whole lot today, though. This dude has been lighting this defense up with his speed. He showed great hands. He just weren't able to come down with that one.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Moore to the air. Setting up the screen. Got room at the 35. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, Oregon! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Oregon 63, Georgia 32.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect the quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect the quarterback a little bit better.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket.
Looking for the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Yeah, and that's nice coverage. He's taking a shot, trying to throw the ball to the end zone. Maybe put that thing up a little bit higher where his guy can go up and make a play and come down. But a nice job by the defender just getting his fingertip on the top of the football.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Floating away. Fires to the right. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Looking for more room. He's at the 30. The 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Ducks!
Number 13.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Liberty is torching the opposition today, lighting up that scoreboard thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 28 over the Sharks. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Tuggle. Oh, look out. There he goes. The 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll throw it on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Looking for space. It's Frazier. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Dogs!
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. Offense set on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. Soft spot in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Excellent throw by the quarterback. Found the window between the zones and then delivered the ball on time.
Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on first down. He's going to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on first down. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this dude.
Given the unrest surrounding this guy's future as the head coach, this would be a great way to get the season started.
Man, you want all the momentum you can get, and you want to quiet people down. You don't want it to get louder. The louder those murmurs talk about hot seat, and you have a tendency.
Got enough space. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man, putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game 1, they've done a phenomenal job.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Tuggle. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
He's back to throw on second down. He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. The Dogs moving quickly to the line. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a great design on offense on that pass play there. You see they clear out the middle of the field. And they leave a huge space wide open for the quarterback to attack. Nice timing on the throw.
They're trying to get to it. And he throws yet another interception. Does he know which colored jerseys they're wearing? Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Looking to go up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
Fires one high and deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes it to the 46. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
On second down, he'll fire. Going up top. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Bulldog! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. He'll set up to throw. Getting some heat. And that one is picked off in the end zone. Smashes through the tackle. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And that is why they're called the hands team, people, on onside kicks. Great job jumping on that ball.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey,